40 chess. Yeah. 40 chess. 40 chess. Let's get it.
Yo, is that Tito?
40 chess. 40 chess. Hey. 40 chess. This a trade show. Patreon where the trades go. Tap in and watch. That's what you came for. Ain't gotta say my name. They know my name, bro.
What's good, man?
We got McNutted in ATM. Always start off the show with a trade from them. You should always make sure that your trade is in. Patreon, why not be a Patreon? Know you wish you could spend every day with them. Tap in and say what you gon' say with them. South Harmon can fill up a stadium. Next time you log in, make sure that you bring a friend. We about to kick off, let the day begin. Go follow the socials. 40 Chess FF is posted. If your trade is an F, you get roasted. Go like and subscribe for the crew. Apple, Spotify, and the YouTube. You know Cooper got the walk too. Let us give you a walkthrough. 40 Chess. This is 40 Chess.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back into Mock Draft Mayhem. And even though it's a sad day, right? The Monday after the Super Bowl is always like kind of a sad day. I feel like I need a sounder, a sad trombone. We're still going to mock, right? Crazy thing is, Combine's only a couple weeks away. So we got something to look forward to, boys. Off season's back up and in swing. Super Bowl's in the books. Fizz, how you doing, man? How was your Super Bowl? Did you watch it at home? Family, friends, how'd you do it?
Yeah, man, I just stayed at home, man. I knew it was gonna be too crazy outside, but we got that money, man. Them parlays hit, Pat came through, so shout out to the Chiefs, man. Never count them out. I ain't never been against them, man. So shout out to good old Patty, man.
Cooper, what about you? Did you watch it at home by yourself, or did you go to a party or something with family? Or
it was a smaller party with a girlfriend's family, but I was the person rooting for the 49ers, and there was quite a few people rooting for Taylor's boyfriend, and there was a couple people rooting for a good game. So I think I was the only person that got somewhat left out for what I was going for. But, when you have a game that good that it gets into overtime and both teams get the chance to have the football and drive down the field, like, he can't ask for much more for an actual good game of football to watch.
I like it. It was a good game. Second half on. It was like they needed the Usher halftime show just to, set the tone, pick it up.
First half of the week.
And I got to tell you, man, Alicia Keys, she still got it, man.
Yeah,
she still got it. Usher out here too. He's making all of us middle-aged men just like, oh man, I'm a piece of shit. Dude ripping his shirt off, all sweaty, ripped his shit.
Got the juice, man. He got it.
Pathetic. DB's in the building. What's up, DB? He says, like always, Chargers phone lines are open for business. It usually takes wide receiver.
Cut the trade, man. Cut the trade.
Cole World, what's up? Ridge Runner, how you doing? Koopa, I DM'd you. Don't
worry, the DM's already been responded to. We're good.
Daniel Walker, Birds trading up for the second coming on Megatron tonight, Marv. Maybe a closet disgruntled AJ Brown and oh my.
Dang, who's the and?
Yeah, we're at Nans. Look at this. Brian says, Fizzle, what's up?
Hey, what up, bro?
And Dynasty says, give me Reba. She cost me money, man. Reba cost me money. I'm sad. I bet the under. All right. I was like, no way them old lugs are gonna be able to make it that long, right? She can't hold the notes like she used to. Lies. Lost that bet. Did hit the Chiefs money line though. Got that one in there.
Yeah.
Get with them all. All right, well, let's get this show on the road. First pick, Chicago. And
first pick,
Koopa.
No longer Chicago.
No longer Chicago.
Because Washington has traded their 25 first and their 24 fifth to move up to the 101 in the draft.
Ooh.
Makes sense.
And their second, I assume. The 2 overall.
Yes.
About to say, hold
Just
up,
making
Coop.
sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
man. Hold on. You got these Dollar Tree bets, these trades going on, man. Hold on, bro.
What's that? Pick 67? Or is that 100? I can't do math.
It would be no, fifth would be the 141, I think.
I'm not a math expert.
Yeah,
All right, you're the guy who
yeah.
built the warp tool. I just come on here and put shades on every now and then. Don't get
yeah.
mad at me. All right, so that's the trade right there. Does that look good to you?
That looks right to me.
All right.
But was that DM you had to go check, man?
That was that DM that I was checking. He was telling it in the comments, "Hey, I've DM'd you," and I was already responding to the DM he sent me on
Okay.
Discord.
Nah, that trade makes sense though, man. If it, I don't know if it's if it's bet out, but if it's a bet out, man. Make the bet because.
All right, man. Washington's on the clock. Shannon says the Commanders are taking Caleb. This is 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row.
Makes
sense. Let's go. All right, Coop. You traded back.
Traded back
What are
to
you
the
doing
102 because the Bears didn't think there was that much of a difference between Caleb Williams and Drake May, so they're going to get Drake May.
now? Ooh. Well, Drake
Drake
to the
May.
Bears. That'd be interesting. Where's Fields going then? You're the GM. What's happening with him?
Fields is going to whoever's paying the most between Falcons, Steelers. We were talking that Zach was saying in chat today. Oh man, the 49ers could trade for Fields. I doubt the 49ers are actually trading for Fields, but whoever's willing to pay the most, that's where he's going to. But it's probably not getting a first out of him. So for our mock draft tonight, it doesn't quite matter, but it definitely would matter for the real NFL draft for sure.
Gotcha. Brian out here, man. Chirping starting. Too bad you don't have your first in Marathon League till 26 to get him.
Wild boy.
Let's go. All right, Fizz. You took the Patriots. They're on the clock.
Yeah.
2 quarterbacks just went in front of them. What are they doing?
And this team that's sitting here looking at this clock, man, they real happy that both those guys win because that's not who they wanted anyway. And the Las Vegas Raiders is calling on the phone, man. Las Vegas Raiders trading up, man. It's number 3 pick.
Ooh.
So I got both teams, so I can control this. So Las Vegas Raiders giving up their 24 first, 13. They're giving up their 25 first, the pick 44 in the second round, and their 26 first. So they're giving up 3 firsts, the second round of this year, and
an extra one, 26.
Let's say like a third round in 25. Third round in 25. What's that, Doug?
That's a hefty trade though. But we've seen these 13s, like these teams to top 3.
49ers moved up from 12 to 2, or 12 to 3 to get Trey Lance. It was a similar, situation. So
like it.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders, man, they fooled us all, made us think they didn't trust no rookies. They wanted the vets, and they're gonna take Jaden Daniels with the number 3 pick, man.
Fooled us all, huh? Quarterbacks. 1, 2, 3 off the board. I gotta ask you guys then, from a dynasty aspect, if this were to happen, who's the 101?
Hey, J-Day, I'm going J-Day, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Top 3 draft capital?
J-Day.
Rushing floor?
Adams, Michael Mayer.
It's a toss-up between Daniels and Williams. I mean, I like the Washington landing spot the best out of the 3 for sure. I think it really relies on how much faith do you have in Antonio Pierce, because I mean he was put in as the interim head coach and basically won that locker room over so much that they were forced to hire him. We don't know anything that he's for sure like up to snuff for being a head coach through when times are rough. Like he got thrust in when times were rough and made it not quite so rough, and so everyone loved him. But if they start next season and they're like 2-5 or something like that, like I could see it all turning back on him and that becoming a horrible situation for a rookie quarterback to be in.
Like it. The only issue I have with the Washington situation definitely has better weapons, but that offensive line was horrendous, man. Sam Howell was back there running for his life all season. And they definitely need to address that. You don't want to see Caleb Williams get ruined in year one by taking 60,
Is the offensive
70
line
sacks.
of any of those three teams one that you want your quarterback
man.
to be behind, though?
Well, to be fair
Well-
to the Bears and the Raiders, they're at least more league average or mid. The Commanders are one of the worst.
But I was going back to what Mike said. I see D-Bro in the chat and the AMA last week when they talked about the three quarterbacks, and like Mike said, with Hurts and Josh Allen, they are guaranteed 6 points. You know what I'm saying? Almost scoring every game. I'm not saying Jaden gonna start off like that, but Caleb is going to really have to air it out and put up 40 touchdowns to match the same production as Jaden Daniels if he's scrambling and getting what he usually do with his legs. So I would take the chance with Daniels. Me personally, I don't watch the Commanders enough. I live here, so I don't trust them guys at all, man. I'm gonna go with Jaden Daniels.
Theoretically, to me, if this happened, it's Jaden's 101 for me. Caleb's awesome. You throw around generational, unless you're Merrill Hodge. Obviously, he doesn't like him. It's not even the same conversation as the prospect Patrick Mahomes was apparently to him. But with the way fantasy has worked out, with the amount of zone coverage being played, and Adam and I just looking at the data there, on a 4D chess episode a couple weeks ago, I'm taking the guy who's a threat for 800 on the ground, possibly double-digit touchdowns just rushing, and really hope the longevity comes along with the ability to throw the football. Now, he can sling the thing, but he's got a lot more to clean up, but that's where I'm going to start, man. D-Bros, he's a fucking baller. He's a fucking baller. Well, we spent a lot of time talking about that because I picked for the Cardinals, and this is easy if this ever happens. It's just a layup.
Man.
Marvin Harrison.
Green shadow on 2K, man.
It's only ever interesting for the Cardinals if Harrison's not there at 4.
Where the Patriots take him at 3, right? That's what happens. Or somebody sends him a Godfather offer. Chargers on the clock in Dynasty. Barry was working the phones. Let's see what happens. See if he gets the deal done.
He got Sprint, man. His calls might have dropped, man. Come on,
might have dropped.
I don't think nobody hit you up, bro.
What's up, Kevin? Kevin, longtime friend of mine, Dynasty expert. Right, that's my dude right there. Let's go.
Up,
I should have. I would have thought the Bears would have taken Marv. Well, possibility. I think for us though, like the tough thing I always have to juggle with the Marvin Harrison to the Bears thing is that I'm kind of a Fields truther. I shouldn't say kind of. I am a Fields truther. So I always got to think logically what they should actually do, in my opinion, versus what they're actually going to do. Right?
Exactly.
I don't hate this at all. But DB's taking Malik Neighbors. Need a weapon, but Chargers need to go alt.
Yeah, they need to protect that investment, man. That $200 million investment, that's for sure. No question about it. But I like Neighbors, though. I like Neighbors, man.
Ooh, I didn't see that one. Tim Hasselbeck on PTI.
I think the Giants are pissed off right now. I mean, no, then again, no, they need alt too. So
they could use alt. They could definitely use alt. Who picked the Giants? Obi. I did see he wasn't going to make it, but then I also saw him sign up at the last minute. So we'll see. We'll give him a couple seconds here and see if
Obi's been tapping in every Monday.
Oh man, what do you think? Neighbors or alt? That's a good conversation right there.
Receiver class deep, man. I think Oak, man. Listen, if Dallas could trade up to get Oak, I want him to do it. I'm not saying break the bank for him, but I'm saying if I'm the Giants, I'm taking Oak, man. Saquon probably leaving, so that's another weapon that you got that's can't disguise your offense. So give Daniel Jones some time and make him work for that money that you gave him. So I'm taking Joe Oak, no question. Find a receiver in the second round.
DB says he can't afford Williams. But I'm kind of with you. I think I'd pass on Bowers, pass on Neighbors. Ideally, they got a shit ton of holes to fill, so they should probably trade that pick, to be completely honest. But
100%.
If you're going to take something, it's better be an offensive lineman. Harbaugh and Roman ain't coming in. No matter how much the patrons want to argue with me, right? They ain't coming in to throw that ball 40 times a game. All right.
The
Like
Giants
30.
can call the Patriots. They just got all them picks, man. See what they want to do with some of them.
30 or 32 would be like probably the pass attempts you're going to see out of Justin Herbert, but they're going to run that ball. They're going to run that ball with whoever the hell it is.
I think the Chargers are one of those teams that you're going to see that 4th round running back go to them. They're going to get some guy that they like, and that's going to be the Austin Eckler heir apparent sort of guy. That maybe Austin Eckler, because he's still under contract. He's still under contract this next year, right? I'm not thinking crazy thoughts here. That he's got one more year on his deal or something, even though he was upset about it.
I gotta check.
But
honestly,
for some reason, I feel like he's got a year there still, and then but I could see him just spelling whatever rookie they get.
Unrestricted. It's unrestricted this year. Yep.
Then
free to go.
Then watch out for whatever running back gets drafted to the Chargers. I think that could be a very sneaky play. I don't think they necessarily go for the top guy in the draft, but they could easily get like the 6th or 7th running back off the board. And
unless they go,
that guy will go middle of the 2nd round in your rookie drafts. And I think he'll have an opportunity, a large opportunity there in LA.
Obi is here, and he is on the clock. Let's roll. What are you doing with the Giants? But yeah, I'm with you.
Joe Oat. That was his pick.
New regime. We don't have to worry anymore about fucking Josh Kelly or
no.
Yeah, I love the kid. I love the kid coming out, but yeah, R.I.P. Isaiah Spiller. It's just not been good. So it's gonna be somebody else. I know the easy layup, right? Blake Corum, but hell, Marshawn Lloyd there would be pretty damn interesting, especially if they did something in the first, like draft a tackle, or even trade back to draft a tackle and kind of build it up.
Go ahead, bro, man. My heart still warm for Spiller, man. Let's go, Spills. Get your game up, man. Come on, man.
Love it.
Come through, boy. He said Joe Oat, though. Obi took Joe Oat for his pick.
Joe Oat. Okay. I must have missed that one. I'm an idiot.
Nah, he wrote a long paragraph. That's why you missed it.
I gotcha. Both. But need to build through the O-line. Hopefully this offensive tackle doesn't bomb like Neil. Giants are selecting Joe Alt. All right. Joe Alt's off the board. Titans. Well, I'm sure that's always a popular pick. Everybody loves drafting for the Titans. How you fix this shit show? Dynasty Barry.
DB, man. He's phone still ringing, man.
I love it. He's got to do it. Mm-hmm. Titans punch in air with Alt getting sniped ahead of them and reluctantly take Fashanu to plug the O-line. We need help badly, and Papa Callahan going to fix this. Here's the crazy thing. I got an argument. This is a good pick, though, by the way. I don't mind that. Fashanu's got a shit ton of talent. Just a little bit inconsistent. Got the argument in the Discord, right? Just about Brian Callahan, right? And it was related to Justin Herbert versus Joe Burrow, yada, yada, yada. But I wouldn't have guessed that guy didn't call plays in Cincinnati. Do you know he's never called plays before? Kind of following in that path. I'm pretty sure Nick Sirianni was of the same boat. He didn't actually call plays for Reich when he was in Indianapolis. So when he came over to the Eagles job, this is his first time ever calling plays. And then it eventually got turned over to Steichen. You saw the Super Bowl run. This past year, you let Brian Johnson do it. Took it away from him. And they sucked. So,
yeah, but I think that job probably wasn't a hot commodity in Tennessee either, man. So you probably had to take the best of who wanted it. I feel like that Panthers job, I don't know who would have took that willingly unless they just needed a head coaching job. But I don't think nobody wanted to go to Tennessee or the Carolina Panthers. So
it's true. It's true. Falcons on the clock.
Might have been tough to find.
That's me. Oof. Falcons.
Picking for the Falcons again, man. You trying to take over the organization, man. It's 2 weeks in a row.
Here's what I'm saying. There is no way after this last couple of weeks this guy passes them at 8. JJ McCarthy. I think this guy's going top 10.
You back on?
I don't necessarily agree with it. I know I've been seeing Derek's tweets. Derek's got some good tweets, right? Thrown out there about JJ McCarthy and the film watching. He's got ridiculous amounts of talent. Now, what Derek said, prefaced it, right? with the people who are concerned about volume, he can make the plays, can make the throws, change his platform, arm angle, that kind of thing. Fire that, right? The Varsity Blues, fire that fucking pigskin. He can fire that thing in there, right? My only issue is volume and repetition, right? I've seen a lot of quarterbacks come in that are inexperienced, at least with the number of attempts. And sometimes that doesn't always work out so well for them. Something about the ability just to drop back, 35 times a game and see it over and over and over and over again in college prepares you a little bit more for the NFL. Now, that being said, that's my critical evaluation of him. Doesn't sound like the NFL shares any of those concerns, so this dude is definitely going top 8 for me. The Falcons, ain't no way they let him pass. And then they'd be stupid to do it as well. Take the shot on the quarterback. Kuba, the Bears. You're back
The Bears.
up.
Cool, we back.
Back up. And what they do is they solidify the other side of the field from DJ Moore, and they go and they get themselves Rome Odunze.
Oh, that gets me excited.
No, man, that Drake May pick don't look too bad now.
That Drake May pick looks pretty goddamn good.
Don't look too bad now.
And now we got a real conversation as the 101 in rookie drafts.
Yeah, man, Drake May.
Drake May has entered the chat.
For sure.
Cole Kmet, Odunze, DJ Moore. Let's roll. All right, who we got up now? The Jets. Wolf. Better be an offense lineman, and a lot of them already went. Sean's taking the Jets. See what he has to say. JJ's got so much room to grow, especially if he goes to the right situation. He's so young, so much promise. Very true on all those points. Rich Gannon, great throwback name. Even better comp, right? Everybody comps new guys. I love seeing some of the old guys in there.
Yeah, I haven't heard Rich Gannon yet. That's a good call, D-Bro.
He's just pick a tackle.
I know, right? You ain't lying.
We need D-Bro on one of these on Monday night, right? We just need him to pop on
sure.
sometime and just... We'll just give him half the draft. D-Bro, what are you doing?
Give him every other pick.
Yeah, just every
I'm
other.
about to say, D-Bro got to pick a team, man. We got to send him what's his name, man? Let him pick a team.
Do you want to say? Oh, we got one. All right. Jets are going to figure out tackle in the second round with the 10th overall pick. They take Brock Bowers. Oh, good baby.
God.
Brock Bowers.
That's tough.
Oh, all right. Minnesota's up. A lot of offense. Way too much offense. What are we doing here? We need some defense.
Bro. Anytime, bro.
All right, Koopa. You sold me. Went back. Hit the film a little bit. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm a closet Florida State fan. I don't even say closet. It's like definitely by far and away my second favorite college team. I'm an Iowa guy because I live in Iowa, but I grew up with the Chris Winkies of the world, Peter Warwick, so I love the boys. Jared Verse is my guy. But after watching the tape on Dallas Turner, man, that's the best edge rusher in this class. That's the best edge rusher in this class. Vikings need it. Take Dallas Turner. Broncos up. We got Pello talk. Tyler Pello. He gets in.
Hey, Mike, I don't like how you gave Florida State all this hype and then you didn't take the Florida State guy.
I gotta let you down easy, man.
I really was thinking you was about to take Verse, man.
I gotta let you down.
Yeah, me hype over here, man. Took a U-turn.
Edge your corner for Minnesota, yeah. And if JJ McCarthy was still available, that's the pick. How about this, though? We can get a little love here, right?
That's right.
Let's go. Warwick would have been better today's NFL.
D-Bro know what's up, man. Peter Warwick, that guy, man.
And Malik Neighbors comps to Torrey Holt Light for me. Well, that's an interesting one. Torrey Holt Light. Pello, I hope this ain't really... Please don't make this a real pick. Like, I'll do it, all right? But I'm going to hate it.
Yeah, come on, Pello, man.
Is that for real? Man.
Pello watched the Super Bowl on Nickelodeon last night. That's what happened. Damn. He was on Cartoon Network or something, man.
Let us know. Just say the word, Pello. Hate the shit out of it. Well, don't do it then.
Yeah.
The GM. You got the control.
On Nickelodeon, man. Tell you.
That'd be terrible, man. Listen, I started to buy in the Knicks thing right before the Senior Bowl. Right?
Yeah,
You know how
yeah.
big of a Michael Penix fan I am. I'm sitting there and I'm following up on Penix news, like, what's going on? Like, where's he at? Some good, some bad, inconsistent. All right. He's looking more and more like a day 2 at best, right? Like, kind of pick. And I'm like, well, how do you do versus Bo Nix? And, like, some of the things are like, it's head and shoulders. It's Michael Penix so much better than Bo Nix. And I'm like, oh, fuck. He's making Bo Nix look bad.
And I actually listened to D-Bro. I listened to D-Bro take on him, and all I heard was dump pass, dump pass, dump pass. Like, I didn't hear no throwing down the field, no efficient, like no confidence at all. I just heard dump passes and just average quarterback play at best. It was bad on Bo Nix, man.
Basically, it was like the Auburn version of Bo Nix went to Oregon and just went to a much better offensive scheme, where it's like we're gonna get Troy Franklin the ball and Bucky Irving, and we're gonna use our weapons that we have, and we're gonna get the ball out of your hand pretty quickly and really high completion percentage. Well, all right, fucking A. Bo Nix.
Man, Pello, review your picks, man.
Patriots back up on the clock after the trade back. Bizzle?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so after that trade back, man, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't even prepared for it. But after that trade back, I mean, they can go a lot of different ways, man. Yeah, I wasn't even honestly, now that he's sitting here, you know, we got Mayo on that side, man. We're gonna go Jared Verse, man. We're gonna take Jared Verse for the Patriots, man.
I was thinking that was a good pick for them.
Yeah, we're gonna address the D line.
Yep.
Give the head coach his guy, and D line, man. Jared Verse.
I like it. Jared Verse.
That's a Patriots pick. That's a Patriots pick for sure. So
it's a Patriots pick. Now I was gonna say if Bill was still there, right? It's not a white receiver, but you know, white cornerback would be fun. It'd be fun.
That's your guy.
He'd figure out a way to play about offense. Guaranteed.
Dejean to be going in the next 3 picks. I can see it. Sure.
Koopa, he got the Saints. Fix his salary cap, hell Saints.
Yep. I think the Saints, they're stuck on just picking something for the longer term. They hope that Talisi Fuaga comes out and he's there for years to come, and they just invest in that tackle.
I can get that.
That makes the most sense,
man. You and D-Bro like mind melding. I don't know if I've ever seen you two in the same room at the same time either. Even at the expo, I don't think that was possible. Might be the same guy. Be the same guy. Indianapolis Colts are up with DB. Dynasty Barry.
Here you go. Here go your boys coming.
The Denver-Russ relationship is in the dumps. They have to do something. Ruin their future forever.
Man, Sean Payton will be fired after the draft, man. So it's over.
Instead of retiring, he's going to get fired.
Yeah, for sure.
Same thing. He could always pull an Urban Meyer, you know, fake a heart attack or two.
Not fake a heart attack. DB, where we going? Oh, there you go. Uh-oh. Sheesh.
Oh.
There's some surprises at night.
What do you think about that one? Brian Thomas.
I don't know about that one.
I love it.
That mean Quentin
Richardson. I mean, I like it for fantasy purposes. I don't know if I like it for the Colts.
Sure. In QR.
I love it. I'm a big Brian Thomas fan. We watched Malik Neighbors tape in the Discord on Friday night. By the way, if you're a part of the Discord, Friday nights, 9 Eastern, we break down tape. Anybody who's in the Discord, come hang, watch, listen, interject your thoughts, whatever. We watched Malik Neighbors tape, and he's as advertised. Good, right? I didn't have too many more takeaways than what I already thought of him, but the biggest takeaway I had is, damn, Brian Thomas is fucking good. Damn, he's good. Now he's not Malik Neighbors good, but he's pretty fucking close. Pretty fucking
and
close.
They'll still sign Pittman with that pick, so Pittman wouldn't be out of the picture. I still think they had both of them.
I like that. I got to pick for the Seahawks now. Oh, man.
I get you, D-Bro. D-Bro is asking why I'm not liking it for Indy. I really think that Indy needs to address the corner if the best corner is still on the board.
Yeah, I would have
And at
took
this point, there
DeJean.
is no corners that have been taken. You've got Cooper DeJean hanging out there. I think that's where they go over getting a bit more of a luxury wide receiver pick. Because this class is deep enough, I think you can come back in the second round and address wide receiver there. But it's not easy to address corner in the later rounds, especially if they're falling like they are here.
Man. I don't know what the hell I want to do for Seattle.
It's always D-line. You know how they go.
All right, we'll go Latu. I really did. I was a big fan of Uchenna Nwosu's game. Fortunately, he got hurt. But I see a lot of the way they kind of used him, they can use with Latu. We'll see if he comes back, but that'd be a pretty nice chess piece for them to move around on that defensive line. They do need another edge rusher. The Frank Clark thing failed spectacularly.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard Williams pickup was nice. Let's hope they re-sign him. But that chess piece to get after it on the edge, let's go there. I did think about a corner for a little bit. I know we had that real good feel-good story, but one of their corners, don't want to name names, seemed to be getting his ass benched quite a bit towards the end of the season.
Yeah,
so you better get his shit together next year. All right. Got the Jags up on the clock. Obi, picking for the Jags. Love it.
I got 3 different picks for them, man. So I'm gonna see which way he go, but
Walmart's gonna have to start doing meet and greets outside with their highest paid players. We got it twice. Obi, what you picking for the Jags? Man, if I was the Jags, I'd be kind of pissed too. Brian Thomas went. Like, that felt like a sneaky pick right there for them.
You think so?
Yeah, fuck you, Calvin. Really let you walk.
I think they need to go O-line though, man.
Whole line was pretty bad.
Yeah, they
pretty
need
bad.
to go O-line.
Yeah.
Like a Latham.
I mean, I wouldn't mind Cooper DeJean either though, but I think they need to go O-line. Me personally.
Yeah. Jags crying they just missed Latu. Need to address offensive line and take Tyler Guyton. Get behind Guyton.
Okay.
Big monster of a man. Bengals up.
That's a
Who
Doug
picked for the
Peterson.
Bengals? Nobody picked for the Bengals. Look at that. All right. Who did Christian pick?
No question, is O-line. That's for sure.
Christian took Amarius Mims was his pick. Tackle out of Georgia. Fizz, what's your ruling? Who the Bengals taking here?
I mean, I would go Latham, but I mean, Mims is a big guy, man. You know, he's a hawk for sure. But
monster.
Yeah, he is. I will take Latham, but I don't mind the Mims pick either. I'm good with either or, honestly.
Koopa?
I'm fine with both. I feel like I don't have a reason to go one over the other. I've just been going Latham every other week.
Yep.
But I feel like going Mims this week just to switch it up. I like that.
I'll go with Mims. And a big shout out to Christian too. This whole thing, his idea, puts a thumbnail together every week and then also does a full mock and just sends it in case we have tiebreakers or whatever. So he's got all his picks out there for us. Rams up on the clock being drafted by nobody. Back to the Christian. Well, he had him taking Terrion Arnold, cornerback out of Alabama. Cooper, we'll start with you.
What you got? We're going to let D-Bro pick him, maybe,
yeah, there we go. We started early. New rule. D-Bro makes picks for anybody who didn't get signed up for. He might have had to go right. The guy spends a lot of time writing, putting out content. He's a grinder. So, Koopa, D-Bro ain't here. He's gone. Might be taking a shit, too. You never know. Can't tell. What do the Rams do?
He in the right place.
I think the Rams at this point, you stop the cornerback falling and you go Cooper DeJean.
100% agree with that. I'm with that all the way.
You guys don't have to convince me on anything. He should go 101. I kid.
Nah.
I kid. Maybe I do kid. Maybe I don't kid. Pittsburgh up on the clock. Ooh, and I'm picking for Pittsburgh. You know, we've had this quite a bit. The matchup. We've had him taking corner quite a bit. We've had him taking tackle quite a bit. Let's go with Jackson Power Johnson. Let's get him that Mike Pouncey again, right? Let's get him that kind of player. Up in the middle. Mm-hmm. Captain of the offense. I like that. Have him take a center. Not sexy, but it'll do. Obi's up on the clock with the Dolphins. Let's go JBJ.
Or did Power Johnson get moved up in the rankings? I don't think he was there last week. Maybe I'm tripping.
Who?
Power Johnson. Did he get moved up a little bit? Or
yeah, we had to scroll down a ways on the last couple to find him. I could have
sworn later. The last time somebody took him, he wasn't nowhere near right there. He was like in the 40s or 50s or something.
PFF doing the good to Lord's work, moving people.
Yeah, they must have watched the show, man. They watched the show. They said, "Oh, hold up."
I'm sure. I mean, I had to search out Bo Nix, so we know that they're paying attention. He may be a PFF darling in college grade, but even they watched it. We're like, nah, we good. Pass. What are you doing here, Obi? Got the Dolphins. It's a tough pick. Offensive line, though. Still some dudes out there. Cornerbacks, we talked about that on previous episodes. Xavier Howard's older. Jalen Ramsey. Both got injury concerns.
Yeah, I think we went corner for them O-line a couple of times. Probably see JT Latham still here, though, man. It's a solid pick for whoever needs somebody.
I finally remembered their cornerback, their nickelback's name, too. Like how to say it. Right? I could see his face. I could see his number. Cater Kohu. Good. Just needed a little vodka to get that one out. It's been on the tip of my tongue the last 2 weeks. I just can't get that thing out. Cater Kohu.
Cater Kohu.
Dolphins investing in a supplemental insurance policy for Tua.
The pick.
JC Latham.
That's a good pick for them.
Yep, great pick.
All right, who took the Eagles? Obi. Don't fuck this up.
It's already fucked up, Obi. You can't do no words, brother.
I think this range of the NFL draft is very interesting because it kind of becomes there's still a lot of good guys, and the teams are just grabbing whoever has fallen through the cracks. We've kind of seen that week after week. Is when we get to pick 20 to 24, it's just every time it's the team going, hey, this guy's still on the board and he shouldn't be, and they get him and it looks good.
Yeah, last week we had a lot of guys that had some hype and stuff, right? Oh, I see they moved up Darius Robinson in the ranks too. Good. That's potential first rounder.
They definitely moving guys. They keeping up with the times, that's for sure.
Well, look at old lad up there. Byron Murphy. One that we didn't get to last week that I want to mention while Obi makes his pick here. Had a pretty good week was Devondre Sweat. I don't see him ranked up here this high, so they must have missed out on him. That's another possibility there. Defensive tackle out of Texas. They had a hell of an interior defensive line there with Murphy and with Sweat. Holy shit.
Yeah, Sweat is 58.
I can't hate this pick at all. Big fan. Thanks to Koopa. No idea who the hell that dude was about 3 episodes ago.
I was just about to say, that was
you know me, and I don't watch film. I can tell you right now, I will admit, if you put film in front of me and you say what's the difference between a guy that goes the back end of the first and the front end of the first, I could not tell you. I'm not good at scouting these guys. But I was reading a bunch of stuff 3 weeks ago that was like, hey, this Quinyon Mitchell guy, he looks good. And I was like, all right, I got to trust what I read. And so sometimes you just have to know what you're good at and what you're not. And so I know I'm not good at reading film. I know I'm good at analytics, and I'll trust other people to tell me what the film stuff is, and I'll just parrot it as long as it's someone I trust.
Like it. He had a hell of a Senior Bowl, too. Turned heads. National media is well aware. I'm actually be kind of shocked if he lasts this long. Right? The Eagles will get a gift. Pello, He is up with the Houston Texans, and unfortunately, he took Bo Nix earlier. Does he take C.J. Stroud's backup here? Does he take like Michael Pratt? Gotta give him some shit. All right, he helps him out. I could definitely get behind that one. You imagine trying to cover Troy Franklin on one side, Tank Dell on the other, and then your big ass physical wide receiver Nico Collins.
It's crazy.
I might have to walk back all them sell CJ Stroud because he's too high shares. He might actually hit that 5,050 touchdown play.
I'm telling you. I don't know if you could buy him, but I wouldn't be selling them either.
Jesus.
And you've still got Schultz running up the middle too.
Yeah, if they bring him back, which they should. I don't see why they wouldn't. Don't think that little resurgence of Brevin Jordan was something, boys. All right, don't get fooled.
Come on, Brevin, man. Cook for me, brother. I need you, man.
Coop is picking for your Dallas Cowboys. Let's see if he cooks for you.
Let's go, Coop.
Yeah.
Cook it up.
Once again, I'm going with this is the range of who's fallen too far. I think Drazon Newton has fallen too far, and Cowboys they get interior, so now they've got that D line just starts to become scary, like real scary there in Dallas.
Big news of the day too was Dallas hiring Mike Zimmer as their defense coordinator, bringing him back. Early 2000s. Kind of had a few stops in between, Cincinnati and then head coach of the Vikings. But, Dallas is, Fizz, you can attest to it, definitely known for snatching up any players who fall a little bit too far.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, if it was my pick, if Troy Franklin didn't go to Houston, I was going to take Troy Franklin for them just because Jerry's saying he going all in and this and that. So I believe that Troy Franklin would have shook up the draft room. But I do believe this Newton pick is the right one, but the Troy Franklin one would have shook up the room for sure. But I like that Newton pick though.
This could be a scary defensive line if that happens. Right. They spent a first round pick on Maisie Smith last year. I don't know about you, Fizz, like how you thought he did. I thought he was okay.
He didn't really play a lot. It seemed like he was punching in and out. I think this year they're gonna push him to play more though. I think they kind of just let him sit back a little bit too much. But He'll play a little more this year, hopefully.
Cooper, you had back-to-back here. You got the Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay Packers. I forgot about this one.
I don't think I took another team.
Yeah.
Unprepared.
Unprepared for my Packers. I think, do I want to? Why not? I'm going to go corner, and I'm going to go Terrion Arnold for the Packers.
I get behind that one. See what happens with Jair, bring him back or not. Eric Stokes is pretty decent on the other side, but both of them were banged up there to end the year. Jair Alexander in and out, but wouldn't be the first time that they've taken a corner or a luxury corner in Green Bay, and it's worked out okay for them.
Well, we know they ain't taking no receivers in the first round, so we ain't gonna worry about that.
No, we good.
They would never do that.
They got enough. Tampa Bay up on the clock being made by Dynasty Barry. He's back. And I kind of like that pick, right? Terrion Arnold to the Packers, Coop. That's a heady one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for the first time, too, the name didn't finally get us, right? Kool-Aid over Terrion. Finally got it right.
Yeah. Kool-Aid to Pittsburgh was definitely my pick, I think twice already. So
Chop Robinson.
Good. I just found him too.
Yep.
Ricky Pearsall, that was big. Ricky Pearsall. Chop Robinson. I like that one. We've had edge rusher to him a few times. I don't know if we've had Chop there or not. Latu has fallen there before. Maybe Dallas Turner.
I don't think we've ever had Chop up here. He looks currently a bit more like a second round guy. But I could see him getting up into the back end of the first if he has a good combine, he has some good team interviews and team workouts, that sort of thing.
All right. We're going to do it just the way they like to play defense. I didn't get him last week, but I do get him this week. Devondre Sweat to the Arizona Cardinals. It's a guy I've heard a lot about since the Senior Bowl. getting first round buzz. And I got a buzz. But I really like Devondre Sweat, mountain of a man.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Jordan Morgan still here. It's crazy, man. That's tough.
Buffalo Bills are up, being made by nobody, and we had Brian Thomas for Christian. Come on, Christian. Ain't no way he's lasting that long. Fizz, we'll start with you. What do the Bills do? Christian had him going wide receiver.
I'm gonna go chalk, man. I'm gonna go Keon Coleman. That seems like the guy. Makes sense to me.
Somewhere Xbox is punching her.
Yeah, I know.
Pissed.
Yeah, I gotta go Keon, man. That just makes sense to me.
Koopa.
I'm deciding between whether I think the Bills could go corner, because I really, really like Nate Wiggins. And the question is, I'm just not convinced that the Bills would be willing to actually draft a corner, because they seem to me more like the team that's going to try and draft a receiver here. They just haven't liked Gabe Davis. Everyone can see it, and as much as you want to like Khalil Shakir, he's not going to be able to be on the outside. He's just not that kind of receiver.
Right.
So I'd love to draft Wiggins for them. Coleman, I'm not as high on, which is part of why I'm like, I feel like I could go Wiggins. But because I'm not in love with any of the receivers that are here. Like, I feel it's more like you're forcing yourself to draft a receiver sort of thing. But I can get behind Keon Coleman too, because I think it's the kind of pick they would make.
All right, then. It's got to be a wide receiver for Buffalo. What's up, John? John McGlynn. Go check out his Commissioner podcast. Good stuff. I'm kind of with you. I've kind of soured a little bit on Keon, just because I'm tired of like trying to defend him all the time. Yeah. And it's like, what if I'm wrong?
Donna Mitchell too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
If I got the choice between the two, it ain't a choice. I'm taking Keon Coleman. Everything people hate about him, you should hate about it. Adonai Mitchell.
For sure.
But more. Keon it is. We'll go chalk. Lions are up. No, who's picking for the Lions?
That would be you.
I think Tyler said it. Tyler said it in the chat, man. Yeah,
Nate Wiggins. Yeah.
Nate Wiggins don't even think twice about it.
They're going to take this pick with 30 seconds, like, off as soon as it come on.
Pick is already in. Next, Baltimore Ravens. Made by nobody. And, Christian had Troy Franklin falling this far, so he had him taking another wide receiver. Cooper, we'll start with you. You make the first pick. What's your choice for the Baltimore Ravens?
Do you think Kool-Aid could look good in purple?
I think Kool-Aid would look very, very good in purple.
I think you have some grape Kool-Aid coming.
A little grape Kool-Aid? I love it. Yeah, he should definitely hit that up for a sponsorship deal, too. Immediately. Grape Kool-Aid should be his thing. They should change the name. Fizz, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I like that pick. I wanted to go chalk with Trice, too, but, I mean, their D-line, I mean, their defense was like ranked number 1 last year, so I don't really think they have any holes. You can plug in pretty much anybody right at this point, so I'm good with either or, honestly.
Luxury pick. All right, let's roll.
I trust them to figure it out. So
Kool-Aid off the board. The Super Bowl runner-up, San Francisco 49ers, being picked by nobody. I thought to do it, but I'm letting the hate flow this week, so I abstain. Would have gave him Bo Nix.
Nah, I think they take Jordan Morgan right here, man. I don't think they pass on Jordan.
Christian had him going with Graham Barton, another offensive tackle. Kuba, what do you say? You offensive tackle?
Offensive tackle for sure.
McKivitz is god awful and probably cost him the game there at the end too. Completely blew that fucking blocking assignment on Chris Jones.
They had quite a few offensive line problems throughout that game.
Other than Trent Williams. Trent Williams had himself a fucking monster game. So he was dynamite. Everybody else on that offense line was shit.
Yeah.
Tackle? Got a preference? Morgan?
We can stick with Christian.
Graham Barton.
We can stick with Christian.
Stick with Christians? Graham Barton?
Unless he didn't think Morgan was going to be there. That's the only question.
No, he didn't have Morgan going in the first round. He did have Fatuano going earlier to the Cardinals. But,
all right, well, yeah, we can stick with Barton there. Let's go with Chrystal, man.
Go with Barton.
All right, Kansas City, Super Bowl champ. Kansas City Chiefs are up. Being made by Shannon. Shannon's got the last pick of the night. What do they do? They found their number one wide receiver, Mecole Hardman, right? Super Bowl hero.
Hey. Oh, okay, Sean.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the Chiefs, I wanted to pick with the Chiefs, man. I was gonna trade up in the first round and take 2 receivers for them. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was my plan.
He's a good lad. He's a good lad. He's a good lad. I like it though. I like the lad pick to him. Sneaky first rounder.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to be the number one. Rice will be the number one. Travis Kelce's back because he didn't propose or retire. Fucked up that parlay for me too. Bullshit.
Well, George Kittle.
I was hoping, boys.
George Kittle might have messed up all of them, man.
All right, to recap, way to trade up at the top. Caleb Williams, again, second week in the row to the Washington Commanders. Drake May, Jane Daniels, Marvin Harrison. A lot of chalk there. Big trade up for New England, falling all the way back to 13. And the Raiders jumping up. Love it. Love it to get their guy. Malik Neighbors, we've had Brock Bowers, Malik Neighbors, maybe a Joe Alt go there. Throughout this entire cycle. No surprise there. Joe Alt to the Giants, Fashanu to the Titans, J.J. McCarthy in the top 8. Some of these other ones that stick out, finish out. The Jets pass on offensive linemen and go Brock Bowers tight end. Interesting one there. Bo Nix. Sorry, Bello. Bo Nix at 12. Oh my God. Can't even say it. Man. Go to bed. Go to sleep. Brian Thomas in top 15. Let's go. Keon Coleman, reluctantly for us. Devondre Sweat, I threw him in there for Arizona. Jackson Powers Johnson to the Steelers. Cooper DeJean falling to the Rams. Amarius Mims, Tyler Guyton back-to-back to the Bengals and Jaguars, respectively. All right, it's time of the night. I ask you, Fizz, we'll start with you. Favorite pick? Can be your own, can be somebody else's. What's your favorite?
Honestly, and this is only my favorite because of the move, but I'm going to say Jaden Daniels because the Raiders went and moved up and got their guy. And clearly they want him to be their guy for the future. So just because of the move alone, I'm going to say Jaden Daniels. Cool. Anytime somebody trade up 3 first rounders to move from 13 to 3, it's got to be a major move. So that's my pick, Jaden Daniels.
Major move for a quarterback too. Right, you ain't doing that for a wide receiver.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Koopa, what's your favorite?
I'm gonna go for a triple, three best picks, and it's the 3 corners at the end. So the fact that Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell, and Terrion Arnold, I like all 3 of those coming in, getting those top 3 guys like pretty late in the first, like to teams that weren't expecting to have guys available for them there. We've had Nate Wiggins land in Detroit before, but I don't think we've seen other corners of that caliber land at those 3 teams.
I get behind that one. My favorite one, whole night, took all the way to the very end though. Ladd McConkey. Shannon having the balls to pull it on Ladd McConkey. Smart. I love the fit with Kansas City too in that offense. Does everything Justin Watson does, but 10 times better. Doesn't have to be the number one. Not the sexiest. Not the Xavier Worthy or the Adonai Mitchell or any of these other wide receivers that didn't go. But just a dog. And he's a Georgia Bulldog. Can't go wrong. More than just a slot receiver, can win on the outside. Enough speed to get downfield. Doesn't have to all the time and wins. Right? And he wins with a little bit of physicality. So I love it. They kind of got their Brandon Ayuk to the 49ers Debo, right? They already got their Rashee Rice, which is their Debo. So I love it. It's a nice fit for them. Just help build up that offense and give Patrick Mahomes a little bit more options. And something that's not Sky Moore. Something that's not Mecole Hardman or Kadarius Toney. I get behind it. Let's go with a guy who's not going to drop the football, or at the very worst, tip it up in the air to the opposing team. So that's my favorite. All right, way the first round ended. Last part of the night here, and we'll get out of here. Mock draft, Dynasty, Superflex, half point tight end, premium, PPR. Who had the first pick last week? I don't think I've had the first pick yet.
I took it last week because I didn't have it before, so I took it last week.
I gotcha. All right, you go third. All right, I'll go first. 101, Jaden Daniels. Sorry about it. Don't hate me or hate me in the comments. Either way, it'll be fun. Jaden Daniels is my first pick. Coop, you're up at 2.
Number 2, I got to go Caleb.
Fizz?
Yeah, I'm going Drake May, man. I like that combination of Komet, Rome, and DJ Moore. So I love that, the 3.
Crazy to think, too. You're up at 4. And who you're taking at 4?
I want to do this, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to go with Rome, man. I'm going to take the back-to-back, man. Just take my guy.
Over Marv.
Oh, damn. You know what? My fault. I'm taking Marv. My bad.
All right, I'll save you.
I'm not going to lie, man. That back-to-back threw me off. Look, everybody in the chat, don't pay no attention to that. Edit that out. But I'm taking Marv for sure.
This is going to be spicy.
Too much tequila in the cup, man. My bad, man.
All right, Coop. At 5, who you taking?
At 5, I'm taking Rome. I'm taking Rome over Neighbors with this. I just thought for a second somehow Marv was getting to me at 5.
Yeah, nah, Coop. You ain't gonna do that to me.
I really want to take McCarthy here, but I can't do it. So at 6, I'll go ahead and take Neighbors. But at 7, come here, JJ. I don't like you, but you go in the top 10 of the NFL draft to an offense like Atlanta. Gets me in my feels. Let's go. I'll take him there. Coop, back to you.
All right, here at 8, it's a toss-up between 2 guys for me, for sure. I feel 1.5 tight end premium. I feel like I have to go Troy Franklin. If it was 1.75, I'd go Brock Bowers.
Troy Franklin over Brock Bowers. All right. 9, Fizz.
And I'm going to be a little biased on this, so I'm going to take Brock with this pick. And unfortunately, I'm going to take Bo Nix with the next one, only because he's a quarterback. I don't like him. I don't want him. But being a quarterback, and pretty sure he's going to be starting with going to pick 12, I'm going to take Bo Nix right there.
That's a tough one, right? Got to go off the mock.
Yeah, I really
don't draft him until the 4th round.
Man, but if he going in number 12, I got to take him.
All right. I'm going to roll with Brian Thomas. Can't ignore the draft capital for him, even though maybe the situation isn't as high volume as we want. Going to roll with him there.
That's solid.
Although I'm pretty sure that should have been my pick, but I agree with you on Brian Thomas there at the one.
All right, we'll go with your pick. My bad. Mess this up. Right, yeah, that's right. I got the last 2.
Yeah, I think Brian Thomas is absolutely the pick.
All right. I'd probably go Keon then. People hate him. Keon. That's how we finish it out, right? He got Ladd just chilling. Like, hey, what about me?
I don't know, man. I think Ladd will probably go over Keon just because of Pat Mahomes, man. I can see that coming.
The only case I'd make between the 2 is, people do hate Keon, but who the hell else is going to be there, right? It's Kincaid. It's maybe Diggs. It's Keon. At least in Kansas City, Rice is getting the ball, and you definitely know Travis Kelce's getting the ball. So, for sure. Target hogs.
Yeah.
So,
it's a toss-up, for sure.
That'd be the way it shakes out. Yeah, it'd be a 50-50 one, end of the first. Mm-hmm. The one that throws it off was I didn't anticipate there being a 5th quarterback.
Yeah, man.
I almost forgot he was there.
Yeah, look, I did not want to take the guy, man, but I couldn't let him pass me.
All right, then. That's the first round in the books. Do appreciate everybody tapping in. Just a reminder, if you want to be a part of it, go over to the Patreon, go into the Discord, go to the Mock Draft channel, sign up. I'm going to go in here and erase it all out here so we'll have a fresh start. Sign up even if you can't make it live. Go ahead, put your picks in. I will say this, though. Starting next week, we'll be a little bit faster because we're going to do 2 rounds. We're going to get the second rounder in the books and see what some of this talent fall into the second round is and how these teams shake out. But anything else you guys got? Fizz, Coop, anything you want to push, say, promote, tease, or just say thank you or good night?
I'm going to let Coop give his spiel first, man.
Good. I'll just say go to southharmonff.com. Everything is there. Team reviews, the lab, the warp tool, the link to the Patreon. If you're liking these streams, and especially if you're liking us talking about what the rookie drafts could look like at the end, come and get involved with more stuff. To take a look at South Harmon and see all the stuff that we have to offer.
Get behind it. Fizz, what about you, bud?
Yeah, man, like Coop said, just tap in with us, man. We here every Monday. The AMA on Wednesday. Trade shows on Saturdays, every almost 5 days a week we got something going on, man. Enter the lab, it's team review, and also the marathon's coming real soon, man. I got something coming for the people. I gotta introduce my good old show I got coming up, man. The marathon. We're gonna start off slow, we're gonna build our way up, man. So be on the lookout for that marathon, man.
Yeah. I'm excited for it here. Real soon. Lots of R's in that one. And I'm slurring already. That means it's time to get the fuck out of here. Love y'all. We'll see you back here, same time, same place next week for more Mock Draft Mayhem. This time, 2 rounds. Peace, everybody.